If you are watching this video, you're probably wondering how to get hundreds of gingerbread bears. And I can show you a way that you can get about 30 gingerbread bears a day, probably even higher. So the first method is from King Beetle. Every time that you defeat him, he gives you one gingerbread bear. He respawns once a day, so you get one gingerbread bear a day. The next method is from Tunnel Bear. Every time you beat him, he also gives you one. And he respawns about once every 2 days, so that's half a gingerbread bear a day. So with some very complex math, that gets you up to 1.5 gingerbread bears a day. The next way is from the Stump snail. Every time that you beat him, he guarantees you 5. That is 5 more than you've had, but he respawns every 4 days. So that's 1.25 gingerbread bears every day if you do the math. But he can give you more than one a day. The most I've ever gotten was about 15 last business. But I've seen clips of people getting about 25 gingerbread bears. So you can get a lot more than 5. But it's a guaranteed 5 every time that you beat him. So now we're up to 2.75 gingerbread bears a day. The next method is defeating the coconut crab. Every time that you beat him, he gives you about 5 gingerbread bears. I've gotten 4 one time. Other times I've gotten like 6 or 7. But on average, he gives you about 5. He respawns about once every day and a half. So doing some simple math, that gives you 3.3 gingerbread bears a day. So now you're at 6 gingerbread bears a day. But you want more than 6. 6 is nothing. You want even more. The next one is from Onyx Lid Art. Every time that you do his lid art, it gives you 1 gingerbread bear guaranteed, which is nice. But the best part about it is you can do this once every 8 hours, which means you can do this 3 times a day, which means that you can get 3 extra gingerbread bears a day, bringing the total up to 9. And before I show you probably the best method of getting them, I'd like you to like and subscribe if this has helped you in any way possible so far, because I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. But the next and probably best method is the gingerbread house. Inside of the gingerbread house, it stores 1 gingerbread bear every 2 hours of playtime. Not 2 hours of being outside the game, of playtime. And since there's 24 hours in a day, if you're online all 24 hours, that's 12 more gingerbread bears a day, bringing it up to 21. But if you don't claim it, it keeps them all the way. So I have so many gingerbread bears in here just from the playtime that I've put into the game that when I claim it, I'm going to get a bunch. So I'm going to claim it right now, and I got 132 gingerbread bears, which is a lot. That's a lot of playtime right there. But 132 gingerbread bears. These next couple of methods I can't give you guaranteed numbers for, but you can get a lot of gingerbread bears this way also. And that method is Festive Planters. The Festive Planter gives you gingerbread bears when you claim it. But I don't think it's a set number of gingerbread bears every time that you claim it, because I got 9 the last time I did one. But before, I've got like 5 on an alt account. I've gotten 6 before, so it's not guaranteed. But if you plant multiple every day, you can get about 9 probably from it. Especially since they grow every 4 hours of playtime. So that brings us up to about 30. The next method is the Winter Memory Match. It costs 100 snowflakes to do, and you unlock it after completing Spirit Bear's quest. So when you do this, there's chances of getting gingerbread bears. Like right there, there's a gingerbread bear. And you just have to try to get the matches and hope that you get some gingerbread bears from it. Like, I've gotten 1 from it this time so far. See? I got 1 gingerbread bear from that. It's a nice way to get a little bit of extra, but it's not guaranteed to get a gingerbread bear each time, so we won't add it to the total. Next method is mob runs. Doing your mobs, like ladybugs right here, they have a chance of getting you gingerbread bears. It's not a high chance, but there's a chance of getting it. Or scorpions, they have a little bit higher of a chance of getting you some. They're not guaranteed, but there's a chance. And the mob that has the highest chance of giving you one is the werewolf, actually. He has a pretty good chance of getting you a gingerbread bear. So hopefully I get one right here, but if you do him a bunch, you will get a bunch of gingerbread bears. Of course, I don't get one now. The two that are very, very obvious methods are completing Beesmas quests and also opening the presents that you get when completing them, and also giving people presents. A lot of the quests, the presents, and the presents that you could open, they usually give you a gingerbread bear, which is very, very nice when you're trying to get some. And the final method for this video is going to be a method that many people don't like, and that's going to be the Robux shop. Right here, you get about 100 if you buy the most expensive one, and you get 25 more if you buy the cheapest one. So that's 125 if you're willing to spend about 50 bucks on Buyerfunrun Simulator. I do have to say this just because if you were going to do mob runs, you should probably macro. I can't macro because I do not have a Windows computer, but if you want to get a bunch of gingerbread bears from mob runs, you should probably just macro. That's going to be all for today's video, and please like and subscribe if you want to see more guides come out. On the left, you're going to see what you should never do in Buyerfunrun Simulator. Just never do any of these things. But you'll see that video on the left, and on the right, you're going to see the playlist of me doing Noob to Pro in Buyerfunrun Simulator. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye!